dating app horror story.
I will never get on another motherfucking dating app as long as I live,
Why?
and here's why. So boom. So I meet this boy on the dating app, and I told this story on live, but anyway. I meet this boy on the dating app, and on the dating app, mind you, he didn't even have his real name on the dating app. I found out his real name a little bit later after the first date. So boom.
Okay.
I'm messaging him back and forth on the dating app. Mind you, in his bio, he has like, oh, I want to get married. I'm looking for something serious.
That's
so
like,
if you're not serious,
right.
swipe left or whatever, child. Anyway,
Right.
so when I read the bio, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm looking for something serious too, because if you've ever been on a dating app, then 9 times out of 10, the men on there is just looking for a quick fuck. And that's just what it is. They're just looking to get their rocks off.
Most
So
of the
to
time.
find somebody who actually kind of wants something serious on a dating app is rare.
Yeah.
So when I saw that in his bio, I was like, okay, cool. He cute. Let me swipe.
Okay.
So I swipe, and a couple of days go by. I don't say nothing to him. He don't say nothing to me. And then all of a sudden, I get a message from him on said app.
Okay.
So we talking, everything cool. Like we talking, we getting to know each other. He asked me what I like to do for fun, and I told him like I have a little bit more free time on my hands now. And at that time I was doing Spark, so I was like, yeah, I got a little free time on my hands now. I'm spontaneous. I'm adventurous. I like to go out and do stuff. And he like, oh yeah, cool. I own my own business. I got the free time. I like spontaneous trips. Whatever, we could do that.
to the point.
So I'm like, okay, cool. We exchange numbers, and everything's going smooth. Everything's going cool, or so I thought. So, boom. Fast forward, we go on our first date. We go to the movies. It's cool. Like we vibing. He looks even better in person than he do on that app. And I'm like, okay, cool. Wedding bells is a ringing. And that might have been delusional of me, but I really don't care. So,
Okay, my bad.
time goes by. We're talking every day. We're texting every day. We're FaceTiming. I think everything is cool. Mind you, in this time, I'm not really seeing him that much. And I'm like,
Why not?
I'm not really seeing you that much. And you said you have free time and you like taking spontaneous trips and you like doing things and you like going here and you like going there. Okay, well, why we ain't doing none of that?
What's
You
going
feel me?
on?
I saw him a couple of times after the first date, but it wasn't like on no date type stuff. It was just like coming over, chill, whatever the case may be. I saw him 2 more times after that. But mind you, I was dating, or whatever you want to call it, for a month. So only seeing a person 3 times, maybe max, in a month, I'm like, for someone who said he was oh so serious and all this and that. And then mind
Like
you, he
once a
was the
week?
type that liked to
1 week off?
disappear at night. And if you know, you know. You feel me? If you know, you know. If a man is disappearing at night, it's 9 times out of 10 because he got a girlfriend. But
Or
I
he could be
don't even
asleep.
think he had a girlfriend. This is the kicker. So, boom. As time goes on, I'm starting to realize the good morning texts have stopped.
Okay.
Once them good morning texts stop, you're clipped. If you know, you know. If them good morning texts stop, you're clipped. So the good morning texts has stopped. He not FaceTiming me as much. We're not
Honeymoon
talking as
stage
much.
gone.
So I bring that to his attention, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, I'm feeling a little bit neglected or whatever, whatnot. And he just keep like reassuring me, like, oh, it's not you. I gotta do this and this and this and this with my cars, or I gotta go pick up cars today, or I gotta do this. I got all these bills. I gotta make sure
Right.
things are taken care of. Cool. I understand that. As someone who handles her business too, I get that. Do your thing, boo. But it just wasn't getting any better. You feel me? So I brought it to his attention again. And then after I repeat myself too many times, I'm getting the fuck on. You ain't got to worry about that. I'm gone.
Okay.
Bye. Sayonara. See you later. So
What's the
I text
problem?
him and I let him know, like, hey, this isn't working out for me. We can go our separate ways. So boom. Fast forward. Probably like a week or 2 later, I'm on Instagram because we followed each other on Instagram, but he's never on Instagram. Like, he never posts nothing. He's never on Instagram. So
'Cause he's busy?
I never took him off my Instagram. I see the little bubble from him pop up,
Bubble.
the little story bubble. So I'm like, okay. So I clicked the story. Why this man pop out with his newborn baby in the hospital?
Oh.
Newborn baby in the hospital, holding the baby.
How long after y'all was talking though?
Sir, mind you, I asked him, did he have any kids? He said, yeah, he had 2. He's 35. I didn't think anything of that.
Okay.
I don't typically date men. I don't typically date men with kids, but his kids were older.
Right.
I think he said 19 and 10. He never said nothing about having a baby on the way. So when I clicked on his story and I saw him in the hospital holding the freshly out the coochie baby, I said, man, mind you, you could have just said that. You could have just said that. When I asked you, did you have any kids? That was your time to say, I have 2 kids and I also have a baby on the way. How are you on a dating app looking for a wife and you have not 1, not 2, but 3 kids? Were none of your baby mamas good enough to wife? None of your baby mamas was good enough to be your wife? The girl who you literally have a newborn baby by wasn't good enough to be your wife? Something is wrong with men. Something is wrong with them. Something is wrong with all of them. And I would never get on a dating app again as long as I live. I haven't been on a dating app in like years before I decided to just get back on there, because I don't meet a lot of people in person because I don't like nobody talking to me. Don't talk to me. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, that happened. He popped out with a newborn baby and I was just like, and anytime a man say he got a lot going on, it's either a girlfriend or a baby. Run. I will never.
Hey, yo. You know, I really think that when women first meet you, in their mind, they think y'all go together immediately. Oh, you got interest in me? You just met me at a mall? Oh, we must go together now. Now, hold on. Now, I don't know the timeline. I don't know. It don't sound like they was ever serious. To me, it sounded like they went on a couple of dates. He said he was interested in a wife. They both was dating for marriage. He probably was dating other people too. I guess he didn't use protection. You got caught in the mix, baby. You got caught in the mix. But I'm just saying, like, does that mean that it was a horror story? I looked up horror stories and you popped up. That means you put this in your algorithm. You consider this to be a horror story. To me, it just sounds like some guy that you dated just got a baby.
So I can't tell this nigga, like, your mom didn't die. Or at least that's not how she died. Like, you're not telling the truth. Welcome back to another one of my dating horror stories. This one is a quickie, but a goodie.
Okay.
It is definitely one of those ones that made me realize, I don't think I'm going to find my soulmate on Hinge. So if you did, consider yourself one of God's favorites. We'll call him Shmishmel. Shmishmel was a great conversationalist.
Ishmael, where you at? I hear good things about Hinge.
I mean, from the first time we started talking, he had great follow-up questions. He was very inquisitive. He seemed like a great listener. Even his commentary was like, this shit is hot. He's hot. Things moved rather quickly with Shmishmel because after we realized we were having a great conversation throughout the day, he asked for my number a few hours later, and of course I gave it to him. So we started texting, and at that point we're sending voice memos back and forth. Now, I'm sorry for who this offends because one day this might offend me, but the first red flag was the fact that his text messages were green. I'm like,
Oh, brother. Oh, my God. Let me tell you something. I just got an iPhone. Let me tell you. I didn't realize how many people took me out of their fucking dating options just because I have a fucking Android. What? You guys a part of a gang or something? Huh? You guys gotta calm down. It's a phone. It's a phone. Steve Jobs is dead. He don't care. Relax. But now I am part of the community. Gang, gang.
this is either a text me number or, I don't know, just immediate like, I don't know. I felt like there was no core truth in these green text messages.
You're prejudiced. That's the problem. You're prejudiced against people with green bubbles. You're an Android racist.
So I want to say maybe 15 to 20 minutes into us texting, he's like, can I call you? He calls me. Again, the conversation it's popping. So he ends up asking me, what am I doing later? Again, things are moving very fast, and that should have been a red flag. And it's not something that I would do again, but I'm like, you know what? This is outside of the norm. I was living in the moment, man. And so I was like, it depends. You know, do you have plans? Do you have something that you want to do? And he said he wanted to take me out for a very simple date. He's like, I just want to meet you in person. We can plan a more in-depth date, but I would love for us to just like grab coffee, pastries, have like a really calm evening and just continue our conversation. I was so up for it. I'm like, let's do it, baby. Now, no judgment, because this is where I made another mistake. And this is years ago, so not too much. But I allowed for him to pick me up. Again, very stupid. He gets out of the car. He opens the door. He's doing all the right things. He smells nice.
Smells good.
He's a little skinnier than I thought. It was a little Oscar Proudish, but it's okay. He was still cute. He was very cute in the face. I'm like, oh, he's not a catfish. He just has an android. And so he's driving.
This android, this android bashing is really triggering for me. I know I'm a part of the gang now, but y'all got to chill.
I'm feeling a little nervous. I think it's kind of cute because I can tell he's nervous too. And I'm like, oh, okay, like this could work. Literally, he takes off at the red light, clips a car with his side view mirror, and just keeps going. Like, looks at his side mirror. It wasn't hanging off, but he definitely scratched up the other car, and he just kept driving. So within the first 3 to 4 minutes of being in the car, we're in a hit and run. Not off to a great start.
You dramatic. You ain't never tapped a car before. You ain't never tapped a car. You ain't never just like eyes like just or just bumped into something. What, you put a little note every single time? Or you're just above everybody else, huh? Just never tapped a car before. You said it wasn't hanging off. You said the mirror wasn't hanging off. There was no need to get insurance involved. He already paying for your mirror. You want him to pay for a little tap on a car?
So we get to the cafe, we get our little treats or whatever, and we sit outside. But when we sit down, we start asking questions, of course, to get to know each other more. And so somehow we ended up getting on like his background. Now, Mishmel's name is very Arabic. Mishmel's name is very Arabic.
Ishmael, you're not slick, okay, lady? You're not slick, okay? You're cute, but you're not slick, okay?
But he looked like a look. And so I'm just like, what's your backstory like? And so he ends up telling me that he's African American and Arab, that his mother was Arab, but she passed when he was younger. And so I'm like, oh my goodness, I had no idea. Like, you know, I would love to hear more about your mom if you care to tell me. And so he goes on to say that his mom was like his favorite woman of all time. Somehow along him telling me about his mom, he was just like, yeah, and my favorite thing about my mother is like how strong she was and how much she would persevere. And like, this is why I hate when Black women just complain like things are harder for them, because things were hard for her too. And I'm like, Black woman sitting in front of you, you're Black. Wait a minute. Time out. How did we get brought into this? So I'm like, oh, I was just asking about your mom, but okay. So he then proceeds to tell me about her passing, and he tells me that she had brain cancer or a brain tumor and that she had lied to him for a very long time, and so her passing was very sudden. And I'm like super empath, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, like I am so sorry, you know, like I'm asking questions about how old he was, like what was the story. And so he tells me that growing up, at a certain point he started to see a lump growing on his mom's head, and that he would always ask her what it is, and she would just say nothing, or she would make jokes, or just would do anything but tell the truth about it. And so he said that over time he could tell that she was getting sicker and weaker, and that one day they were home alone, just him and her. And that most of the time that was how things were, and that the only other person that was really present in their life that was in the United States was like her mom's best friend, or his mom's best friend. He's like, one day they were home, and I guess his mom slipped and fell, or she passed out or something in the bathroom, and he started freaking out. He rushes in there to help her. He's like, Mom, oh my God, are you okay? Then he says that he gets a fax. Now, a fax?
Yeah, that is weird.
In my head, I'm like, a fax, nigga? Like, you're younger than me, and I don't think I've ever received a fax.
Yeah, I mean, is he from another? It sounds like he's from another country. So if he's from another country, like, okay, whatever.
Fax at home. So legend has it that after he helped his mom up off the bathroom
Yo, she funny. She funny. Legend has it.
floor, he went to check the fax machine, read it, and it was essentially information from her doctor saying that she had a very short amount of time to live due to this brain tumor.
Okay.
He said that this was his first time finding out about it, and he just started flipping out. Shortly after, his mother was in hospice, and he was the one that had to pull the plug on her. Now, I'm like, wait a minute. That escalated very, 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 very quickly. What happened in between? Because you're here and you're all right now. So like, I would love to know more about your story if you care to share. Now, this is when empathy left the door and skepticism entered, because he then proceeds to say
Lying?
that he was the one, as a minor, I believe he said he was like 12 when this happened, that because he was her only family, and excuse my ignorance, please someone correct me if this is the truth. He said that at 12 years old, he was the one that had to decide to pull the plug on his mom
That does sound.
while she was in hospice. And
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. And to be honest with you, there are a lot of like just straight liars out there, like people that just like pathologically just for no reason at all. And they'll just come up with a real good story. This could be one of them instances where she might actually be dealing with somebody that's a little strange.
I'm like, you're a minor. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But before it got to this point, he said that his mom had a brother, an uncle who was in like the Arab country that they were from, and that his mom, before she was in hospice, was attempting to help him make arrangements so that his uncle could be here in the United States and help take care of him. But something happened with his uncle getting to the United States, and before his mom was in hospice, his mom flew him to that Arab country to meet with the U.S. Embassy to get his uncle here, but nothing ever panned out. But somehow he ended up back here pulling the plug on his mom. Now, I'm like, this nigga lying.
Yeah. He lying. This man is lying to get some sympathy yams. He lying to get some sympathy yams. Man.
Now I'm really gotta start asking some questions. So I can't tell this nigga like your mom didn't die. Or at least that's not how she died. Like, you're not telling the truth.
She like, where is your mom? Where is she? We don't believe you, Ishmael.
So I'm like, okay, well, what happened to you after this? Like, did you go into
Yo, she going into detective mode. She's going into detective mode.
foster care? Like, what happened? He basically proceeds to say that for 2 years, he was able to maintain the bills, that he was able to maintain the apartment. But in my mind, I'm like, you are a minor who allegedly pulled the plug on your mom in hospice.
He should have sat down with a script writer or something to like find the holes in his script, because this story is like, you know how you watch a movie and you like, that don't make sense. They need to hire a script doctor. Need to hire an editor to find holes in your story, because there's an art to coming up with a story. You can't just have the you know what I'm saying, to set up the conflict and the resolution. No, you got to make sure that it aligns, the story aligns, the characters have motivation, and this, that, the third. They can't just have motivation and just don't make sense. It got to make sense.
If you all are around healthcare professionals and there's no other adult around, he said his mom's best friend was there, but if there's no other adult around and your only parent dies, you don't get to just go home and wander home as a child and like take a taxi and like figure out your next moves in life. But he said he was then adopted by a man within the Muslim community 2 years later who was abusive to him. And then at some point during the date, he got a phone call and said it was his brother. And I don't know.
You think he was making the story up as he went along, or you think he like thought about it and just came up with a story and was like, today I will lie about this, and like on the date I'm gonna tell her this. It always get him. I always get some sympathy yams when I say this, and this. What you think?
I think after the facts thing, I just kind of gave up on the date. I kept asking questions, essentially for survival, because I realized, oh my God, I might be on a date with a psychopath.
Yeah.
I got dropped off. I blocked him everywhere and we never spoke again. Yeah. That's all I got. oh man. Hope I never see Shmishmel again. So I
Hey, yo, you gotta be careful. And then you're gonna make a video about him. You don't know if this man is following you on Instagram and Facebook and all them hinges and stuff like that. Don't y'all social medias be attached to y'all profiles and stuff? Like, and then you're gonna make a video about him and he knows where you live. Be careful. Be careful. This is one of them instances like, yo, it's like, yo, it can't be easy being a woman, bro. Like, oh my God, just going around and just not knowing who's crazy and who's not, and then having to be in close quarters with them. That gotta be scary. Cause I started off being, cause sometimes people be like blowing things out of proportion. But that's scary.
I just got the barbershop. Look, wild hair everywhere. Alright, so boom. And this is why I be so suspicious about people who take pictures and they don't show teeth. Let me tell y'all why. Let me tell you what was my experience. This shorty online.
Hold on, what his teeth look like? Before he even started, let's see what his teeth look like.
I guess. Met a
It ain't too bad, but it do look like he could have brushed a little harder.
shorty online, right? All her pictures was like, that was how all her
Hey, yo, she did the fake smile though. Hold on, yo. Do it again, yo. Do it again, yo. What she do?
was like, that was how all
Hey, yo, that's funny.
she was like,
Yo.
that was how all her pictures was, right? So at this time, because I wasn't suspicious of anything, I didn't think nothing of it.
Right.
The exchange numbers
I feel like us men, we have our guard down a lot. We have our guard down too easily, and like we do dumb stuff. The stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like if a woman was to do the stuff that we do, woo, be scary, a scary world. But because we're men and we're not thinking about like getting, essayed or all types of crazy stuff, we just be doing dumb stuff. So let's see. Let's see what happens.
I go to FaceTime her. Now, not making fun of the person in this situation, that other person. Difficult to deal with this particular situation because I didn't even know how to explain it, but it was like all her teeth, I don't know how it happens, but all her teeth up here were like rotted. And it was like spaces, but they were still like the sides of the teeth were still rooted in, but there were spaces, it's black. All on top of the teeth. So when she smiled, it caught me off guard like on FaceTime.
She like an old vampire.
And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, God forgive me, I just didn't respond back to her ever again. Cause I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to ask her, or like, I just didn't know what to say to that. And that's why now look, I watch videos, I zoom in on the video, what's going on. What do you got in there? Do you have anything in there? I just got
This man got traumatized with some teeth. That is funny. That is funny, bro. Like, yo, but I ain't gonna lie though. Like, people do be hiding. People do be hiding, you know what I'm saying, behind certain things. I mean, yo, but damn, yo, my man said she looked like she.
I don't know how many times I told y'all to stop using these dating apps, but I'm so happy y'all don't listen, because I got a story time for y'all.
Okay.
My Facebook online daters, my Christian minglers, my Match.comers. So this story submission came straight out of Houston, Texas, and honestly, I forgot to ask her for her name, but she doesn't want to remain anonymous, so I will be tagging her down below. But we're just gonna call her Mariana for this story.
Mariana. You gonna give her a fake name, but you gonna tag her? Messy.
Now this was a long story, and I'm gonna try to shorten it as much as I can, but just expect there to be parts. So Mariana said that she had been on Facebook dating, and she had found this guy on there. Now keep in mind that
She must be old.
her and this guy probably had only been talking all of 5 days. But y'all, within the 5 days of them talking, shit just got really messy really quick.
What happened?
For the sake of the story, we're just gonna call the guy Jose. So Mariana said that one day she was just scrolling through her Facebook dating app and she ended up matching with Jose. They start talking and they hop on the phone. Now she said that Jose was really, really sweet, very kind, and she didn't see any red flags.
They always start off like that. The ones that's genuine, they start off with the red flags. The ones that actually have lots and lots of red flags, I mean, hey, those people, they start off with a lot of green flags, huh? Hmm? Hmm? They know how to hide their things. Hmm?
Immediately. So she's thinking like, okay, maybe Adam caught me one. But of course, naturally, they on the phone, they caking it up, they chatting, and everything is going good. They ended up talking for about 4 hours. Fair enough. So Mariana.
Wait a minute. They was talking for 4 hours. That's a red flag right there. You don't got nothing to do? 4 hours? What are you doing with your day? 4 hours. That's a part-time job. But that's a red flag on both their parts. All right, whatever.
Mariana gets up the next day. She goes to work. Now, Mariana works with children, and because of HIPAA laws, she can't really be on her phone like that. And so HIPAA laws, she can't. Mariana works with children, and because of HIPAA laws, she can't really be on her phone like that. And so, naturally, she just really didn't check her phone all day. So when she finally got a chance to sit down, Mariana realizes that Jose had been blowing up her phone literally all day. And that very sweet, kind person that she thought she met, yeah, he showed her his whole ass. He gets to telling this girl how fake she is, that she needs to go off herself. Everybody has a phone and a smartwatch nowadays. You could have texted me, but you just didn't want to. And so Mariana is like, dude,
I'm at work.
Literally, I'm at work.
Right.
So at this point, Mariana is kind of like realizing this is not going to work. Just as quickly as this thing fizzled in, it's fizzling out. So she goes to tell Jose, like, look, you know what? Don't worry about it. This is just really not even going to work out between you and I. I'm over it. So now Jose is back at it again, blowing up Mariana's phone, telling her, like, you're mine. Are you going to leave me? Like, what's your problem? Jose even goes even deeper into his delusions. Like, you're supposed to be my girl. You're supposed to be the one for me. So naturally, Mariana is just kind of like, this is a turnoff, obviously. But she goes and explains, like, listen, I work with children. I can't be on my phone all day. She's aware that everybody has a phone. Everybody has a smartwatch. But she takes her job seriously. So she's not going to be texting and typing on her phone all day, respectfully. So Jose continues to call her fake, throws all these names at her, and she decides, like, I'm not even going to continue to text him. Like, I'm over it. So Mariana thinks this is the end of it, right? Wrong. She wakes up the next morning, and to her surprise, Jose is extremely apologetic. Basically like, listen, Mariana, I don't know what I was thinking about. I don't know what got into me. I just don't want you to leave me like other people have. He gets to telling Mariana
Abandonment issues, okay.
Mariana that he has abandonment issues.
Just said it.
And he likes her. He doesn't want her to go off and find someone else. And he's like, can you give me another chance, Mariana? Now, I'm gonna just pause the story for a quick second. Y'all have got to listen to people when they talk. And sometimes you gotta listen to what people don't say. He said that he had abandonment issues.
Right.
What he didn't say was that he is very dependent on other people, and he relies on them to make him happy.
I mean, that's kind of like a lot of people with abandonment issues, wouldn't you say?
So that's already a toxic situation. Let's jump back in. So Mariana is taken back by this apology. She figures, you know what, he got his act together. Let me just give him another chance. Maybe he's just triggered.
You guys gotta use your brain. That's what I'm talking about, man. You gotta select right. You guys select. I mean, you always just pick the worst people. Whatever.
Right? So after that, Mariana and Jose kind of get back into the gist of things. Like, everything is starting to go good. They're communicating. They're getting closer, telling each other little things about themselves. And she's just like, maybe he was just overwhelmed with the fact that they had this really good connection, and then she just goes.
Just finding excuses and moving to go. He had to have been attractive. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, yo, if you're an attractive person, you get away with murder. Literally. If you're not attractive, one little small little ick, just a tiniest little ick, you're out of here.
Right? Giving this man benefit of the doubt.
The benefit of
Don't do that no more. So now Mariana and Jose, they back to chatting, they caking, they just, they talking. And so he gets to telling her, I'm gonna have to give my contacts a break, put them in a solution, and wear my glasses for a while. So then he gets to making little jokes and was like, yeah, my friends say I look like Jeffrey Dahmer with my glasses on. Is you cool? So Mariana, you know, she's joking back with him, and she's like, oh my God, Jeffrey Dahmer is so fine. What? I don't see it, but to each his own. So Mariana like, yeah, he fine as hell. Y'all tell me why Jose just starts crashing out on Mariana. So imagine I'm Jose. He like, hey, why the fuck would you say that? You supposed to be my girl. Why would you say some stupid shit like that? Mind you, y'all. They've been talking all of 5 days. Girl, he is cussing Mariana out from A to Z. Like, that's so disrespectful. Why would you call another man fine in my face? Like, what the fuck? And so Mariana is like taken aback because she like, if you would have said Selena Gomez is fine, like, I wasn't gonna be tripping. Because in her mind, it's like, these people are unattainable. Like, I'm never gonna meet these people in real life. And let's be real. Like, but let's talk about the fact that why would he compare himself to Jeffrey Dahmer? Like, that's a red flag for me. I mean, it's a lot of red flags, but that's like ding, ding, ding. So Mariana is like, look, I'ma just call you later. Cause you tripping. You crashing out. You doing too much, cussing me out from A to Z. And he like, Jose like, hold up. You ain't gonna fix this? So you just gonna let me be mad? Y'all comment for part 2, cause we gonna keep it short and cute. I'll be tagging her in the comments below. Her real name is not Mariana. I'm sorry. I forgot to ask you for your name. Don't kill me.
I hate you. Hey, yo, check this out. Hey, yo, check this out. When it comes to shit like that, don't that kind of sound kind of similar to a lot? Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I've came across a lot, like literally the last video we were talking about. There's a lot of women out there. As soon as you meet them, they think that y'all go together immediately. 5 days. Met you 5 days ago. And now you getting jealous over somebody that's flirting with me. We just met. She's an option just like you. You should be dating other people as well. I mean, what are we doing here? You're not my wife. I'm just saying, I imagine if some of y'all was men, that's what that is. The same energy is strange. Strange energy. You gotta chill. You got to chill.
Wait, so because since we're all telling Hinge horror stories, let me tell you one of mine.
Okay.
So this was like 3 years ago. So I think one of my friends had told me about.
She already a red flag because she got blue hair. Even though that, she's fine. She's fine as hell, which is another red flag.
Hinge, so I downloaded to see what was up. And before I even say anything in the story, I already know Ted Bundy would have had a field day with me. Everything I did was dangerous. Don't try nothing I did at home. So pretty much I'm, scrolling through Hinge, swiping out. But this one guy I seen before in person. I think he tried to talk to me in the street or something like that. I remember he was a skateboarder. And I remember like he had tattoos, but like of anime characters. I don't even know what my type was back then because now that I'm thinking about now, like he's dead not my type.
Yeah, it don't sound like your type at all. I mean, you definitely were like the type of girl that deal with like, drug dealers, hood niggas, you know what I'm saying? DJs that work at strip clubs, niggas named Tyrone, you know what I mean? Like, that look like your type of speed. You know what I'm saying? Niggas named Future, guys that don't take care of their babies, but got hella baby mothers. That's the type of girl you look like you know what I'm saying? Like the type of guys you like to deal with, but a skateboarder? You was dealing with a I did and haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? You was dealing with one of them? A skateboarder? Okay.
So he tried to talk to me. I was like, oh, cool. Look, I found him on Hinge. It would be cute if we match and then actually see what's up. Because, I didn't give him my number. I said, if we meet again, we meet again. So I matched him on Hinge. We start talking. Do. After like
something about them braces too, yo. All right,
3 days, he's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm laying home, watching TV. He's like, oh, you should come over. Let's watch TV together. I'm like, shit, fuck it. Why not? Like I said, don't do what I do. So my first red flag was I got my own Uber there. Like I shouldn't have got my own Uber there. I got my own Uber there and it was already after hours. It was like 10 p.m. And no, like in my head, I was not thinking like, oh, I'm about to go to this man to go sleep with him. I was just thinking we was really going to watch a movie, but peep game lock in.
Peeping.
So I end up getting in an Uber and I get there. And once I get to his like neighborhood, I'm in the Bronx and I realize like it's a little ghetto over here. So I text them like as I'm getting deep into the hood, I'm like, yo, I hope you downstairs waiting for me because like it's a little ghetto over here and I was clutching my pearls like this is not where I'm supposed to be.
Stop acting like you ain't never been in that type of situation before. You wasn't expecting it from him because he rides skateboards. You know what I'm saying? Skateboard niggas be hood too. They be from the hood too. They just stay inside and watch anime and Dragon Ball Z. That's all.
Like, I don't know. Like, you ever feel like you too pretty for a certain neighborhood? Like, that's me. Like, no tea, no shade. But I felt like I was too pretty to be in that neighborhood.
I feel you on that.
So he was like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, it just be the guys outside for real. Like, I know them. I grew up in this neighborhood. I don't give a fuck. I didn't grow up in the neighborhood. So I told him to come get me. Red flag number 2. He did not come get me. Well, he did, but he didn't. So I was waiting outside for like 5 minutes. I should have just took my Uber back home, but I did not. He finally brought me upstairs, right? My third red flag, all the lights in the house was off. All of them. And he also lived with his mother. But the lights being off is always a red flag to me when I'm first going to somebody's house, because I feel like, in my head, I feel like you got roaches, and that's why your lights is off. Because he didn't even want to turn on the lights for me to like actually.
Hey, yo, New York people always talk about roaches. You got roaches. All y'all got roaches. I'm always in New York, and every time I'm in New York, it's like roaches. You ever seen them bags? They got the little bags on the front door and stuff. You go into an apartment, it's just bags like on the front door because they exterminating. It's real hard not to have roaches in New York City. I mean, everyone's so clustered. So, you know what I mean? You got to live in a new building, like a new build, a new apartment. You know what I'm saying? You got to not have no neighbors, at least not no neighbors that was uncleanly.
He walked to his room, like, and I'm here like stepping over bare equipment just to get to his room. Like, his living room gave like hoarder. So I finally get to his room, and he has like a gaming chair, and I sit in a gaming chair. You know, I do my little spin around because I'm trying to get the full 360 of what it actually looked like. All in the room is just LED lights, and I'm like, you don't got no light in your room, like you only use LED lights. He was like, yeah, I never really turn on the light. I just be using the LED lights. That's another red flag for me, because LED lights be hiding the real dirt and scrum that be on your walls. If you ever go to a guy room and you walk in, he got LED lights, just flick the light on for a real second. You gonna see all the fucking cum stains on their bed sheets. I promise you.
I mean, she's not wrong, but at the same time, it's like, God damn, girl, what are you, like some type of neat freak, some type of like germaphobe? What do you must take showers 5 times a day, alhamdulillah. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Huh? You pretty though.
Thank me later. So as I'm doing my little swivel around on the chair and I'm swirling around, I see a bucket of substances by the bed. So I did a little jokey joke, and I'm like, LMFAO, like, what's that in the bucket? Is that pee? He said, yeah, my fault, I forgot to throw it out.
Oh, no, who do y'all be dating?
What? He was like, yeah, like, I take these medications, and like, I be having to use the bathroom all the time, so I just put the bucket by my bed so I can use the bathroom in the bucket, so I don't have to go to the bathroom all the time. Boy, you live in an apartment building in the Bronx. You mean the bathroom that's down the hall that you don't want to go to, so you pee in a bucket in your room? That's fucking disgusting. And you didn't even throw it away before I got here? Like, no, bro. I'm like, are you dead ass? He was like, yeah. He was like, I didn't even think you would have got, like, guess what it was? I was like, I didn't think so either. I thought your fucking ceiling was leaking and you had a fucking bucket. So instantly, I'm fucking grossed out. All the strikes are just building up at this point. So I'm like, oh, I have to use the bathroom. Like, can I use the bathroom? And he like, yeah, sure, I got you. So, you know, we go back through the living room, through the jungle. I'm walking over shit and trying to dodge
through the jungle.
Shit to get to his bathroom. Finally get in his bathroom. The door has no doorknob.
Hey, yo, some people live like that. He from the hood. He from the projects. Come on, yo.
I'm like, how am I supposed to close the door? Like, if I close the door and I look through the hole, I can see you. Where's my privacy? He was like, yeah, we was supposed to get that fixed, but they ain't come fix that. Don't worry, you could just put something in it.
Like, that's how you be. How you paying rent in New York and you call for the property manager to come fix something and they just don't fix it for years, months. I go to New York all the time, but I don't go there every day. I go there this month, 6 months later, go there again, 3 months later, go there again. And I be going to the same places, and the same places be having the same problems that apparently they called the apartment complex for. It don't work like that in Maryland. It don't work like that anywhere else but New York. And sometimes it be nice areas too. Nice areas. Manhattan, the place where everybody want to be. But you go at the actual apartments inside of those places, and you're like, bruh, I thought you was rich.
He takes like a thing of newspaper and he puts it in the doorknob. So I was like, okay. So I'm not sitting on the toilet. As a girl, I'm gonna squat, right?
Right.
Before I even think, I look and I'm like, oh shit, there's no toilet paper. He was like, oh yeah, shit, I forgot to go get some of that. He's like, give me 1 second. He left and he hands me paper towel to wipe my coochie. And it wasn't even Bounty. It was some hard ass, rough ass paper towel.
It wasn't even bouncy.
You live in the Bronx. They have 86-cent toilet paper, the little Marco brand. Yeah, like why didn't you even get one of those? Fair to say, like after I used the bathroom, I made him get me an Uber back home. And I never spoke to that man again. Yeah. I don't even know what I was doing in his house. But if y'all want to hear another one of my dates, yeah. My little date stories, I got y'all.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I was talking to this one girl one time, right? I matched with this girl on, Facebook dating because I am old. And I'm on Facebook dating. I'm talking to this girl. She tells me now she is attractive. This is an attractive woman, but you can tell something a little off when I started talking to her. But I was like, nah, let me not. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little slow. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to judge somebody else for being slow? So I'm talking to her, and she's telling me about this guy that she was dating, some dude that she was talking to, right? And this guy it sounded like she just picked this guy up from the street or some shit. I don't know. It didn't sound like a real story. And everything she's telling me, I was just like, okay, whatever. Like a lot of women deal with lames all the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do it all the time. I get it. But this one, it got crazy. Because she said that he started living with her. They was in the same room, in the same bed, living in the same room. And he was too lazy to go to the bathroom to pee, so he would pee in a bottle. And he got his drinking water here, he got his pee over there, he got his drinking water here, he got his pee over there. And guess what he did one day? Yep. Tried to drink from the wrong bottle. He drank from the wrong bottle. And I'm just listening to this story on the phone, like, and she's just like, yeah, that's a red flag, right? And I'm like, yes, this is a red flag. Like, is that who you used to dealing with? Because if that's the type of decision making you have, lady, please get off my phone. Why did you think it was a good idea to share that information with me? I am in full judgment mode now. I don't want to talk to you. There's got to be something off. And I tried to give you a pass, but now it's a pass. Strange. And let me tell you something about that other girl. She was talking about how people just be lying for no reason, just pathological liars. Let me tell you something, yo. Let me tell you something. Niggas lie every day, B. People lie every day, randomly, for no reason. This is not even a dating thing. I remember one time, I'm up the street, talking to somebody. I'm at a Chinese store. I'm in the hood in the Chinese store, talking to this girl. The girl tells me, she was like, oh yeah, what high school you went to? I said Archbishop Curley, right? And she was just like, oh yeah, my aunt went to Archbishop Curley. I know about Archbishop Curley. I'm like, oh really? Well, yeah, she graduated. 20. I was like, bro, she ain't graduate from Archbishop Curley. Yeah, she did. She graduated. Bro, she did not graduate from Archbishop Curley. How you gonna tell me it's my aunt? Archbishop Curley is an all boys school. She malfunctioned. She was like, she malfunctioned. Cause why are you lying? For what? What are you getting out of this? What's the point of just lying for? And she started laughing. She had the little smirk, like I just got caught in a lie, and I don't got no else. I don't know how to get out of it. Why are you lying?
Let me tell y'all about this first date that I had. So I was bored, so I downloaded the app.
Yo, what is going on with her voice? What is happening?
A couple weeks ago. And I decided to give it a try because I'm single. Why not? I had a date with this one guy. His pictures. Very nice pictures, okay? So we made plans to go out. He was quick with it for sure.
Yo, she sounds like a cartoon character. But like a cartoon character from like a cartoon that kids can't watch. Like one of them like real late night cartoons that kids can't watch. What?
So he was like, yeah, we could talk on the phone, but like, can I take you out tomorrow? I had nothing to do. I was like, sure, we won't go. He picked the place by me.
By you?
So I was like, okay, cool. The time to be there was 1 o'clock,
1 o'clock
p.m.
p.m.
1 o'clock p.m. Keep that in mind real quick.
I'm gonna keep it in mind real quick.
Like, I'm gonna tell you about the day, but like, I'm gonna just name my photo red flags that happened. So it was 1 p.m. He said he lived 46 minutes away,
46.
or that's how long it would take him.
Okay.
And he left at 11:15.
Right.
In my head, you know how to do math? Because it's given that you're gonna get there really early.
Yeah.
And baby, I'm coming at 1 o'clock, so he gets there at 12:15, and he was like, "I'm here." I said, "Well, why would you do that? Because you literally said 1 o'clock, and now I have to rush to make sure that you're not waiting."
Yeah.
He was like, "No, it's okay. I'll wait here. Just know that I'm here."
Okay.
It's okay.
It's weird.
15 minutes go by. This man's like, "Oh, well, are you getting like beautified or whatever?" Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little annoying. That is, me personally, I like to be on time. I like to be early. I am like a punctual person, and I really don't like waiting forever. But at the end of the day, that's how women are. They take a long time, anyways. You can't come early. If we say a time, don't come an hour and then start rushing me. I will get annoyed at that too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm usually the one that's like, "Yo, come on, let's go. We gotta go." But like, I'm not. If I tell you 2 o'clock, I'm not gonna try and get to your house at 1 o'clock. Like, that's a whole hour early. And then, who do y'all be dating?
You chose to come here early.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
So cool. I get there 1 o'clock, and we go in. They're talking about 30-minute wait. You've been sitting here for 30 to 40 minutes, and you couldn't go get the table or wait for the table. So by the time I got here, we could have been in there. Cool. I found a bench. I'm like, "You want to talk? Let's talk about ourselves or whatever." On this bench, outside. We sit on the bench.
Okay.
We get to talking. Eventually, it gets to kids. He got 2 kids. I think. I know he got 2 baby mamas.
He got 2 kids, I think.
And they don't let him see the kid. Red flag.
Red flag because they don't let him see the kid. Okay, let's see where this is going. Because you think that he must not be a good person for them to not want him to. Okay, let's see where this is going.
So then he's like, "You're 29. You should have kids by now." Who? Baby, I'm living my best life.
Best life.
I'm just now. Economy is crazy right now. What do you mean I should have kids by now?
If she has a kid, she gonna scare that poor baby with her voice. Rock-a-bye, baby, on a treetop.
Whatever. I changed the subject. Because we're not talking about this.
Okay.
Who are you push your opinions off of me? Not it. Okay, cool. We're talking. We're in active conversation, and his phone rings. And he's like, "Okay, hold on 1 second." He answers the phone. He's like, "Oh, hey, Mom." And then I get to have a casual conversation. Mind you, I'm just sitting there. So a normal person would have been like, "Hey, Mom, I'm on a date. I'm going to call you back later."
A mama's boy? Okay. Yeah, definitely. Don't be rude. I mean, answer, be like, da 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 da. All right, cool. Hey, man. I'm being rude, bro. Like, da 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 da. I gotta go. You know what I mean?
Dude, no. He sat there for 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
And so now I'm sitting there and I'm debating, should I leave this man?
Yes. This man has no concept of time. I don't like people that don't have concept of time. I don't like my time being wasted. I don't like when people try to argue with me about time, negotiate my time, inflict their schedule and things on my time, waste my time. I don't like
sitting right here. But then I start to feel bad because he drove 46 minutes to get here.
Who cares? You don't know this man.
But at the same time, this is very rude, and I've never had nobody do no shit like this.
As
So
annoying as your voice is, he would annoy me more.
I scoot back a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, hold on 1 second," and then continues the conversation talking about, "Well, I don't think she's gay, Mom." Excuse me, if you don't finish this conversation later.
That's because he's autistic, and obviously so are you. All right.
So then the time comes to go inside and get our table, and he's tapping my leg. He's like, "Come on, babe. Come on, baby. Who's you talking to? This is my first time meeting you. Who is babe? Who is baby?"
What's up with the instant like instantly I'm just leeching on the clinginess. I've just met you, and all of a sudden now you're mine, or you're talking to someone else. Would you like to meet my mom? Come on, babe. What's up with that? What's up with that? And it's on both genders. Both of y'all, like men and women, be doing that, and it's weird. It's weird. Let me fall in love naturally, man. Let me find out more about you. Just cool out. Just cool out. Cool out, homeboy.
So then we get sat, and within 2 minutes, he's like, "So when do you think I'll see you again?"
Never.
What? We haven't even done this yet. What do you mean, see me again? You're seeing me right now. Be grateful.
Be grateful. Yo, I like this lady. Hate her voice, but I like her. She is funny.
He's like, "You're right. I just know what I want, and I usually get what I want, and I want you." Oh, that's what he said after I said, "Who's babe and who's baby?" Because stop calling me that. Okay. Then I'm sitting there, I'm quiet. He's like, "You're all quiet and you're like nonchalant. I'm trying to get to know you." He said something that made me crack a smile. He's like, "Oh, you got dimples on both sides and you got good hair? Oh, we gonna make some pretty babies." I should have walked out right
You
then, but
should've.
I didn't.
Why not?
I just couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Oh, you was staying for the plot. You stay. I've been there. You stay for the plot. You like, this is about to be good. This is this is at least gonna be a good story. I'm gonna tell some people about this. This is going in the group chat at the very least. I feel you.
Couldn't. Then,
What happened? What
then,
happened?
this man is like, "Oh yeah, yeah, if I take off this jacket, you gonna know how to go to the gym." Mind you, he had been talking about the gym. Like, this is the 5th time he done brought up the gym.
Oh.
And every single time he did,
He just started his workout journey. He is motivated. He listened to a few Andrew Tate videos, and then I get it now. I know what guy this is now. This is the guy that was like they never got no girls ever. You know what I'm saying? Real lame, autistic. You know what I'm saying? Just socially awkward. Watched a bunch of Andrew Tate videos, watched a bunch of Kevin Samuels, watched a bunch of Red Pill, Manosphere stuff. And now he's talking like he usually don't talk, and it's not matching how he is. He's just like, "I usually get what I want." No, you don't. No, you don't never get what you want. Ever. Okay. The only time you get what you want when it's in a math question. It's like, "Oh, I got that right. I got an A on my math." You know what I mean? You don't get what are you talking about? And now he's just like, "Yeah, I'm in the gym, I'm in the gym, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the gym." That's, bro, obviously, this man is literally he's a parrot. He's parroting everything that he's heard on this manosphere. I'm telling you. I don't know how, I don't have no way to prove it, but I can bet my left.
and I was like, "Oh, I go to the gym too." Okay, cool. So he gets to show him videos. And so I'm like, "Okay, you want to brag about the gym so bad? Let me show you my videos, because I'm going to top you." I had to shut that up real quick.
No, she competitive. I don't.
So I'm showing him, he was like, "Oh, you go to the gym too?" "Yeah." So I start showing him, but he's like, "Damn, you got me top." But woman can be stronger than men. You got thicker thighs, so just trying to give her a little excuse. I don't really care. I'd rather hear it. And then he says, "Oh, where these glutes at?"
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Get a little. He had to get a little bit of game. He said, where them glutes at? Stand up real quick. Let me see something real quick. Don't give me a little 360 or something. You know what I mean? She was like, no, I ain't giving you nothing. You ain't getting nothing.
Side note.
I can't tell if her voice raspy or if she just sound like the guy from Lord of the Rings. Like the Lord. Please, give me a ring. I need it. I need a ring.
I stopped going to the gym 7 months ago so I could lose some weight, so that I could come back and then tone up a little bit. So yeah, I lost some weight, and the first place is coming is my ass. That's the first thing to leave on me. So yes, my glutes were not that size. But then again, the video was 4 years ago. He's like, so I explained that, and he was like, you should go back to the gym. You need those glutes back. Who's to say that you're gonna... Alright, whatever. We get to order. I order a drink, cause babe, there ain't no way I'm about to sit here sober.
I'm still trying to figure out the voice. It's like Urkel? Is it like a female Urkel? Didn't Urkel have a sister? Is this her?
He's like, oh, we could get a bottle after this. I didn't even know you drank. Who getting a bottle? Not us. Not me. You could get a bottle. Have fun with that. So then he's like, he got to go to Meijer right after, because Meijer's right across from the brunch place that we went to. He got to go to Meijer and get some oil for his car. Well, okay, cool. So after we're done, he's like,
okay, excuse you. That's rude. Just burping and not even going to say excuse.
oh, what are you about to do? My sister did text me and she wanted to use my gym in my apartment. So I was like, I'm about to go let her into my gym. He said, so should I follow you? Follow me home? Are you crazy? No. He's like, oh, well, I'm about to go home. I said, so what happened to Meijer? He said, oh, I used all the cash that I had, which was $60. Cool. So I'm like, well, I'm right here, so I'm going to go get some cereal. He said, you want me to go with you? I said, no. So I left, right? I left. I go to my parking lot. He's following me. Why are you following me?
Why? Yeah.
Maybe you just don't know the area or how to get out. I let it go. I park my car. I leave it running. I get out. I go in the store because it's a quick trip. Right? The quick trip. I go get my cereal. I'm coming out of the cereal aisle. This man is walking down the aisle on his phone. I'm like, oh my God. So I run across the store. It's a different aisle. And I guess he caught a glimpse of me. So he's trying to figure out where I am. He's like, D! D! My Joanna store. Shut your ass up.
Like a dealer with a child.
He's like, D! I'm like, oh my God. Every single time it sounds closer. So I start running. This white lady like laughed her ass off and said, oh my God. Like, I turned up. So I get in the line. I get out. He texted me. He was like, why'd you run away from me? I said, I saw a line in the, there was a long line for the self-checkout.
Why are you explaining yourself? Just block them.
He said, okay, so why did you run away from me? I said, running away from you and running towards the self-checkout to get in the line before it gets longer, two separate things.
Just, why are you lying? Just say you're not interested, block them, and move on.
But, you have a blessed day. Then I blocked them.
Then you blocked. So you lied, then blocked them. So you committed a sin, and then you blocked them. Okay, understood. Hey guys, this has been my video for today. This is very, very interesting. I've came across a lot of horror stories myself. I've been catfished. Yes, I have been catfished before. The funny thing about the person who catfished me, she is a dating coach, literally a dating coach. I found her. I can't remember if it was like Tinder, Black, or whatever, but it was some type of dating app, and she was like a whole dating coach, teaching other women how to lie on their profile and pretend like they look one way when they really look another way. And then you get there, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a dating coach," and I'm like, "I'm disgusted. Like, why are you Why are you here right now? Why did you do this to me? I don't understand. What do you get out of this? You know what I'm saying? What did you get out of this? Um, and you know what she told me? This is the craziest thing. She knew what she was doing. You know what you're doing, lady, Miss Dating Coach. She told me that the last date that she was on, the last date that she told me that the guy got mad at her and said that she didn't look anything like her pictures on the profile. And I said, huh, you don't say. What? You don't look like your pictures, girl. Guys, let me know what you think about this, man. Definitely leave a comment below. Have you been through any type of crazy dating experiences? Please tell me. Give me some stories. I want to know. I want to read these stories. I'm going to reply to every single comment, and I'm going to, like, you know what I'm saying? We definitely going to have a little discourse. And if you want to have a discourse in a Discord, I got a Discord family, and you can find that link is in the bio. You want to have me come out and do some stand-up comedy in your area? It's the same link. And I do lives on TikTok every Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time on TikTok. My TikTok is WTF Eddie Colson. All right, guys, I'm out of here.